Well, you do all you can do with the talent that you got. And they just not as talented as the Denver Nuggets. I mean, 11 straight. Yeah, they came out, same old song, Skip. Same old song. We just put it on repeat. We come out 8-0 run, up 10 after one, then it's all downhill from there. I mean, this is just what I said before the playoffs started. This is a bad matchup for the Lakers. At first, everybody was like, oh, you're just a hater.
Well,
you don't like the Lakers. You don't like LeBron. But now that they're down 3-0, what is it now? What is it now? I'm a hater. Oh, then we had game one. D'Angelo Russell needs the help. Game two, D'Angelo Russell helped. And what happened? They lost. Let's not put this on D'Angelo Russell, because I know those are some of the things that's going to come up. Yeah, he had 0 points. Yeah, he looked like he was done participating in this series. I mean, from the looks of it on the bench, you know, it looks like all the Lakers are done participating in this series. And so it just goes back to what I said before the series started. The Lakers had a chance, but this is the one matchup. This is the one matchup that they didn't want. Now, you can say whatever you want about the role players, but listen, LeBron and AD, we need to put a lot of blame on them. I mean, they did what you...
I agree.
They did what you wanted them to do probably offensively, but nobody talks about what they've done defensively in this series. Nobody's been able to contain Nikola Jokic. Now, Aaron Gordon goes off for playoff career highs, and I believe that's LeBron's main matchup in the series. And so... At the end of the day, when this series is over, you got to look at your best players and say, where do we go from here? Because at the end of the day, in the playoffs, it's about your superstars. Yeah, they can put up the numbers and make it look good, but how are you affecting winning basketball games? And that's what it completely comes down to. Do you make the other guys on your teams better? D'Angelo Russell has 0. Nobody made him better. Hachimura didn't produce 4 shots. He shot 50% from the field. Nobody made him better. And that comes from your best players and your coaches. Period.
End of discussion, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no, one more thing, Keith.
No, I knew it.
One more thing.
I knew it.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, I knew you had something.
And saying all that, it's time to break these out, Laker fans, because this is what we're...
That is a raggedy-ass broom.
Hey, this is raggedy. Hey, that's what the Lakers look like, a raggedy broom. That's what the Lakers look like, a raggedy-ass broom.
Well, I'm glad you could... First of all, I'm glad you could join us today. I know you had some things that you needed to tend to after the Celtics lost the other night.
I was in Cancun getting... everything ready for the Lakers.
Okay, well, you might want to make sure to hold some reservations for the Celtics as well, just so that you know.
That's a good point.
Look, here's what I'd say that PP said that was correct. They are a bad matchup, but I wanted them to do it in the first round.
You did.
Okay?
Yeah.
See them in the first round.
Was that be careful what you wish for?
No, because you got to see them at some point. So you might as well get them early while you kind of engaged in playing well. You might as well get them early. That's the way I looked at it. Number one, as far as I'm concerned, bad matchup. Number two, it's time to just blow it all the way up.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What you mean?
I'm going to get there. What I mean by that is we blowing it up. Okay? Now...
Would you start with...
everybody?
No, I don't know how we do it, but I can tell you this. That ain't working, and that hadn't worked for a while. Okay, we won a championship in 2020. Y'all poke fun at it. It's bubble, it's Mickey Mouse, it's Disney, blah, blah, blah. Some teams didn't want to be there. A championship's a championship, and I understand people poke fun at it. But when you look at it, in LeBron's tenure with the Lakers in 6 years, we missed the playoffs in year one, which a bunch of injuries, it was all weird. Then we go on in 2019, 2020, we win the final in Disney World. Pandemic, no fans, all digital board, family clapping in the stands, a couple people, that's it. 2021, exit to the Suns, 6 games, first round, done.
It was ugly. Yeah.
Missed the playoffs in 22, swept in the Western Conference Final after being in the play-in, the scratch and claw to get there. Then we finally make some adjustments, get there, boom, broom it. Now this year, it seems as though
the broom is coming out.
It seems as though
the broom is coming out.
The dustpan is already out, and they're getting ready to bring the broom out.
Yep.
That's what it feels like. Because I don't think that I would want to travel, even though I'm a participant and I'm a player. I don't know that I want to travel 2 hours to
have to deal with those guys
to lose
and all.
It's just like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. There's no question about it. So what I'm saying when I say blow it up, I'm getting rid of everybody, and then I'm gonna make decisions on the top 2 dudes on what I want to do. LeBron James is a staple in the NBA forever, and it's hard to say goodbye.
Yep.
But sometimes in these situations, you may want to put him in a better situation for the end of his career.
Maybe.
To allow him to go somewhere that could really win a championship. Because right now, that's not the case with the Lakers and what it is. Think about this, Skip and Paul. 6 seasons he's been there. They've been through 3 coaches.
Yep.
Luke Walton, Frank Vogel, and now Darvin Ham.
And I'm
And
pretty sure he's
chances are
about
to be
to
number
coach.
4.
That's what I'm saying.
It probably will be number 4 just to look at things.
Wouldn't you predict this will be Darvin's last game that he will coach?
It feels that way.
Yep.
When I look at D'Angelo Russell with less than 4 minutes to go in the game, sitting at the end of the bench, not engaged with the team standing up, in the huddle trying to figure it out, he over there on the side, that to me tells me you have lost something.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
lost something, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's on the cell phone, he eating, I don't know what it is. I can't really tell, but it looked like a cell phone to me.
Yeah.
I can't tell. But whatever it is, he ain't in the huddle with you. So that tells me you have lost something. And when I got Anthony Davis saying what he's saying about you, so I'm going to figure out what to do with my 2 stars, but the rest of these dudes, everybody should sell.
But my thing is,
Everybody for sale.
That's on the coach, Key. Is that on the coach, really?
Well, I think that's on everybody.
Yeah, that's on everybody.
That's on the players, too,
Like,
though.
when you on the team,
that's on the players.
The leaders got to keep you engaged, too. You know, you got to hold each other accountable. It can't be, Darvin Ham's lost him. Why can't Anthony Davis like, hey, man, come over here, man.
Let me tell you a
Brian,
story.
hey, come in the huddle.
Let me tell you a story, and I'm going to make it about me for a second.
All right.
Because I think, for me, I felt I was always a leader. We lost the game one time when I was in junior college. We lost the game, and we riding on the bus. And the dudes is laughing and everything, and they back there eating chips and laughing. We just lost. We got an ass kick. You know what I did? I went back there and slapped the chips out of their hands and went ham on them. But that's what Anthony Davis and them need to be doing
We
to
don't
people
see
like
No pride in there. Ain't no pride.
You gotta say, man, get up and come over here. You know?
I agree.
Even though you having a bad game.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Even though you having a bad game.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when I think about the Lakers from my time growing up, I would have never seen that happen with Magic, Kobe and them. They would have checked. There would have been some.
Somebody would have said something.
Oh, somebody would have said something. You know how that they gonna, you're gonna hear, they got into a fight in the locker room. This is what happened.
You would.
You're gonna hear that.
Agreed.
Or see it. And that hasn't been the case with this. That to me is the most disappointing.
Well, that's the leadership.
That's the most disappointing visual shot that I've seen in a very long time.
I agree.
With the Lakers.
Good point. All right. This is the one stat last night that just tore me up about the Los Angeles Lakers. Usually, if the home team shoots 5 of 27 from 3, you can just pinpoint and say, well, they just couldn't buy a shot. 5 of 27, LeBron was 1 of 6. Obviously, D'Lo was 0 of 6. 5 of 27. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The visitors were 5 of 28. So you can't even go there. That's no excuse because they shot it even worse than you shot it on your home floor. And they still cakewalked you last night.
Right.
So what tore me up was I've sat here and defended this team for 6 previous playoff games because in 6 times, they fought them tooth and nail to the bitter end. All 6 times, they were right there. They had a chance. And certainly in Game 2, the second game in Denver, man, LeBron's got it to a point where at least he's got a shot at it. And he missed the shot, and Jamal said, watch this. But it came down to watch this. It came down to a last-second shot over the long arm of the law in Anthony Davis, a high-level defender, and Jamal just made a great shot, a great clutch closer shot.
That broke their spirit.
And that was it. That was the end of him. So last night, we both thought, I just thought, this is LeBron bleeping James. This is an Anthony Davis that I believe was one of the top 5 regular season players in this league this year. If I had to pick my 5, first team all NBA, he's on it for me.
First team?
Okay, yeah, I would. I would have put him on there with, obviously, Luka and Shea and...
No, not first team.
Boy, I would. He was dominant for much of the year. He had a great year.
Joker, Luka, Shea.
Yeah. Those 3, and who am I forgetting?
Tatum.
And Tatum, that's it. And I would put AD as my 5th.
What?
I did this on my podcast the other day, so I'm
Joker,
on record with it. Yeah.
Luka, Shea.
Yes.
Tatum.
AD. And AD.
I'm missing. No, I'm missing somebody right now.
Okay.
Giannis wouldn't be on there?
No, I wouldn't. I just didn't think he had a great year, and he was hurt. And listen, Anthony Davis played. You kept pointing out he played.
70-plus games.
Yeah. Giannis played, I
Okay,
thought.
but whatever. He's really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
And last night, I just didn't see any life, man. And it came down to they're up 4 at halftime, and I'm thinking.
No, he was balling. He was balling.
I'm saying. Now we get to the third quarter.
Yeah.
Well, this is do or die now.
Yeah.
This is it. This is obviously if you go down 3-0, LeBron's not going to be the GOAT because he came back from 3-0 because it ain't happening. It's just not going to happen, right?
No,
that ain't happening.
You got it.
Yeah, I got the white flag. I'm done.
Okay, so
Not happening.
here come the Denver Nuggets in the third quarter of a do-or-die game, and I'm going to show you 3 straight plays with the game just teetering. That suddenly they were down 3, and here's the first one. Here's Anthony Davis. If we could see this, look at this. Anthony Davis. What are you doing? I mean, that's just
bumped him and
careless.
lost the ball.
He just lost the ball.
Don't tell me this pass. Don't show it to him, guys.
There's LeBron, and it's just careless. It's
Don't
just,
show me this pass.
And then LeBron tries to go up for a shot, and guess what? Jamal gets him from behind, and it turns into, you know what Phil Jackson used to call this? It's a compound F-U, as in F up, right?
At that point, Skip, they let go of the rope.
Okay, and they let go. And
They let go of the rope.
So we had those 3 plays, and guess what happened after those 3 plays? All of a sudden, they're down 6.
Yeah.
And it just felt like that was the end of that deal because all of a sudden I look up near the end of the quarter and wait a second, they're up 8, and then they're up 10, and all of a sudden they're up 12, and I'm saying, what are you guys doing? They lose the third quarter 34-22, and it's history. It's RIP Lakers.
I watched the same game you watched, Skip.
Okay.
I don't know why y'all shocked when I told y'all this at the beginning.
Okay, but it's LeBron and AD, and you would think one last stand at home. We're just on pure pride and legacy.
I'm sorry
right?
to tell y'all this. I'm sorry to tell y'all this, Skip. Yeah, you're hung on LeBron and AD, the superstars of yesterday.
Yeah.
How is AD a superstar yesterday?
I mean,
Listen, we're going through a shift right now, whether you guys like it or not. We're going through a shift. AD, LeBron, Steph is out the playoffs. KD is down 0-2 to a young bull. To a young bull.
That is correct.
We're watching a shift right before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Understand.
It's a new shift, and it's turning over. The league is turning over right
but
now.
AD is
it's
at
time
least
to
at
accept the new stars.
He's at the backside of his prime, but still in his prime.
I don't think he had the backside of his prime.
Okay, what is he, 31? So, okay. But again,
That's why I
Is he not-
said. But that's
is he
why
in
I
the
said.
middle of
Skip,
his prime?
That's why I said it's time to blow it up,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna figure out what to do with our 2 stars.
No, it's time to let it go.
That's blowing it up.
Like, let go of, there's no more competing for championships for these older stars. It's new, these young guys are here, and they're Shea Gilgeous, Luka
That's why I
Doncic,
just said-
Tatum, Anthony Edwards. It's their time now.
But people,
And so
that's
let's
why
let
I
it go.
said- That's why I said
Joker.
give LeBron an opportunity to go find a championship
There's
caliber
not,
team that
there's
he can
not
join.
one out there.
That he can join.
There's not one out there. There's not one out there.
I'm sure Clutch could figure something out.
There's not one
Right.
out there.
You don't think there's a championship caliber team to let him go out on top?
There's not one out there. No. He's not going to Denver. If he goes to Golden State, they'll be the oldest team in the league. Luka's the guy in Dallas. You're not going to Miami again. for a second stint.
I don't know.
Come
that might
on,
have some
no,
potential.
no.
I'm just saying for him
Not going to New York.
to not go out a certain way, because the way
Listen,
things are constructed right now, they
the older stars
can't do it, can't run it back.
Let's just let LeBron run up the scoreboard now.
All right. So the bottom line to me last night, speaking of LeBron, was
Stat-wise.
yeah. Look, his counterpart on the other team, the guy he's going to guard and the guy who's going to guard him is Aaron Gordon for the most part.
Aaron Gordon was cooking.
And he just cooked LeBron, and I just couldn't believe it because he makes 12 out of 18, and he gets 15 rebounds, but he got 5 offensive rebounds on that's on LeBron.
Overhelping.
Yeah.
That's cause because LeBron is overhelping on other guys, not paying attention to him. Backdoor lob, backdoor bounce pass layup. 15 rebounds because LeBron's helping, not paying attention to him.
Hey, that was hard to watch. Not for you, but for him for sure.
Yeah, I told Paul, I started off with a light glass of Cabernet. By the time the game was over, it was over.
I was eating barbecue chicken like Denver Nuggets was. They were eating barbecue chicken too. We always eat barbecue.
I was so, you know what? I was so looking forward to Lakers Celtics in the finals, and now we're not going to get either one of them.
No, what you mean?
Our own fans are booing us. That doesn't happen in Staples Center, man.
It does.
Our own fans booing us. That just doesn't happen.
It does.
I mean,
just doesn't happen.
Ask Westbrook if it happened.
Well, it may have happened then, but it's just not something we see on a regular, man.
Not in a playoff game.
Not in a playoff.
And then back to you though, real quick. You better stop because the Celtics, they in trouble
They're
too.
in trouble.
Oh my God!
They're in trouble.
All right, unless Miami Heat gonna make history 2-3 more times, then I don't think so.
I don't know.
All right, that's what you think.
All right, up next. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.